Queensland has recorded its first COVID-19 death in a year, with a returned traveller dying at Brisbane's Prince Charles Hospital. Reporter Rachel Rieger joins me now from Brisbane. Rachel, what do we know about this patient?
Good afternoon, Karina. Well, we know the man was an 80-year-old. He was living in the Philippines. He was an Australian man and he travelled back to Australia and he arrived here on the 20th of March. So during that flight, the flight did go via Papua New Guinea, but it arrived here in Queensland on the 20th of March. He was then put in hotel quarantine and 5 days later, on the 25th of March, he's tested positive for coronavirus. So he was then taken to hospital. He was at the Prince Charles Hospital in Brisbane, but sadly late last night he died from coronavirus. So the Chief Health Officer, Dr. Jeanette Young, did have a little bit more information that she spoke about this morning. This is what she had to say.
A gentleman in his 80s died late yesterday from complications from COVID-19. So he returned to Australia from the Philippines on the 20th of March, tested positive on the 25th of March, was admitted to the Prince Charles Hospital for care and then passed away late yesterday. So he tested positive on day 5 on the 25th of March in hotel quarantine after returning from the Philippines via Papua New Guinea. So he transited through Papua New Guinea, but I'm sure he acquired the infection in the Philippines.
Rachel, is there any risk to the community?
Karina, health authorities say that there is no risk to the community. So anyone that was on that flight was put into hotel quarantine. So they've been in a quarantine period for 14 days. We also heard that the man's family is in quarantine as well. So Dr. Jeanette Young said that there is no risk to the community, but she did say that this highlights the fact that coronavirus is still quite prevalent overseas. We are seeing a lot of deaths overseas, and as she said, it's a reminder to please continue to get tested if you have any symptoms, and it also highlights the importance of the vaccine. So this is Queensland's 7th death of coronavirus. The previous cases were recorded last year. So this is the first Australian death recorded in Queensland this year for the state.
Rachel Rieger reporting there from Brisbane.